Hello everyone. So, I hope you all have enjoyed your holidays at home only and you have not gone out. So, you have spent well your holidays and now it's back for the school days. So, we will start with computer. And children, first of all, I will give you the syllabus for the first term. So, open your book and open this. Yes, the content page. In the content page, it is given chapter in the first term, chapter number 1, storage and memory device, that we have completed. That second chapter, GUI, operating system, desktop management, that is also completed. Now we are running up with the tools of word processor. And the fourth chapter either it will be fully coming or half. So first 3 chapters will be there in the first term, with the fourth chapter half, or if I will complete it before time, then I will give you the all 4 chapters in the first term. If I have not finished, then I will give you the half of the fourth chapter. So for the first term syllabus, first chapter, second chapter we have completed. We are going with the third chapter and fourth chapter. If I will finish, then I will give you the whole fourth chapter. If I would not be able to finish it, then I will give you the half of the fourth chapter. So please start learning your things. Now come up with lesson chapter number 3, because we have already started before the holidays have gone. Before the holidays, we have already started with the chapter, that is chapter number 3, tools of word processor. These are the key concepts, that in this we will be learning about editing a document, using undo and redo command, checking spelling and grammar, describing the purpose of using thesaurus, formatting of document, changing lines spacing and paragraph spacing, using a printer for printing a print preview. So I will give you just a short recap about this. Editing a document. While working on a document, we often need to make changes in the document. To add new text, the delete unwanted text, or shift some text from one location to another location in a document, etc. Making changes in the existing text is called editing a document. So this is a full definition of editing a document. What we have made one document, and after making and saving that, either we have to change the text, either we want to delete something, either we want any unwanted text to be removed from that, or we want to change the location of from one location to another location. These changes are called as the editing of a document. So what types of this we can do is inserting a text. How do we insert a text? To add new text to an already existing document, follow these steps. Place the cursor to the right side of the character where you want to insert the text. Type the text. What you will do? You will place the cursor to the right side of the character and then you will type the text. This is how we will insert the text. Turn the page, inserting a blank line. How will you do it? Here it is given. Then selecting a text using a mouse and selecting a text using a keyboard. There are 2 types given. If you select doing with the mouse, then you need to do with Control A. You need to know the shortcuts. If you don't know how to, if you don't remember the shortcuts, then you can do it with the help of keyboard. For the keyboard, these are the steps given. Now the next is the deleting of a text. It is also done by us. Now I will proceed to undo and redo command. If we make mistakes, for example, if we accidentally delete a word or a paragraph, we can undo it by using undo button on the quick access toolbar. The keyboard shortcut for undo is Control Z. Already you have learned this last year also. So this is the shortcut for undo, that is Control plus Z. The opposite of undo is redo. What is the opposite of undo? Is redo. To repeat a task, we can use the redo button on the quick access toolbar. The keyboard shortcut for redo is Control plus Y. What is the shortcut for undo? That is Control plus Z. What is the shortcut for redo? That is Control plus Y. So if we press the undo button by mistake, we can use the redo feature. So this is how we use undo and redo button. I hope you have done it also. If you have not done it, this is very easy. You can do it at your home with your if you have a desktop or a laptop at home, you can try doing this with the help of these shortcut. The undo shortcut is Control plus Z, redo shortcut is Control plus Y. Please underline this so that you will be remembering that what is the shortcut of undo and redo. So this is the figure given. These are the things. This is undo, means going back. Redo, again, if you have done any mistake, you can press redo and you can come back to the particular stage very nicely from redo button. Now, checking spelling and grammar. Word has a built-in dictionary and a set of grammatical rules. So, before sending a document to print, we should always proof it for correct spellings, grammar and context. Errors, if any, are shown as explained here. Now what happened is here, checking spelling and grammar is already there in the computer. It is an inbuilt dictionary. For English, what you do? If you don't know any spelling or any meaning and all, what you do? You take out your Oxford dictionary, which you have bought from the shops or from the with the books you have got. So you open that. But in the computer, it is inbuilt. In the word section, that MS Word, the inbuilt dictionary is already there. So, and a set of grammatical rules are there. So, before sending a document, if we want to print it, before sending for printing, so what you have to do, we have to check whether the spellings and grammar is correct or not. We should always prove it for correct spelling and grammar and context. Error, if any, shown as explained here. Now, if any error is there in your document and it is how it is shown, it is given here. Red wavy underline indicates that the word is misspelled. Now, if a red wavy line is coming, then it is showing that the spelling is wrong. However, this may include the name of people, name of some places specific to a country, etc. Example, English. See this. Can you see this? English is given and then you can see a fine red line which is in a waved way. This is how you will get that red wavy line means the spelling is incorrect or misspelled. Green wavy underline indicates a grammatical or a structural error. Green wavy line is, if it is there, means you have written a wrong grammar or a structural error is there. Where is she going? So here it will be not a full stop. Where is she going? It should be a question mark. Or where is she going? It should be a question mark. So it is not right according to the this one. The English is correct, but you should put a question mark. Whenever we ask a question, we put a question mark to that and we don't put a full stop. So the computer will give you a green wavy line. So this was checking grammar and spelling and grammar. Today we have done this page number 23. Again on page number 24 this is given. So we will do this in the next video. I will explain this in detail. So children, please start learning till now. Whatever we have completed, the chapter number 1 and 2, please start learning, because in the next week or coming weeks I can give you a surprise test also. I will give you just one day before a prior notice that I will be taking test in the next video, and then you should be prepared. So from today only start learning whatever we have done till now. So children, thank you and have a nice day.